Hello to people of the internet, welcome back to more Danganronpa 2.
Danganronpa.
What the fuck ever.
It was actually very effective.
We already figured out all this stuff because I'm a smart boy.
We totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Now we have to...
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Oh my.
Kirby's calling the police!
Jeez.
Kirby is calling the police!
Stop with the tasteless jokes.
What the hell?
Furry is calling the
What
police.
does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
He said, ba-ba-da-ba-da,
The killer destroyed the
ba-ba-da-ba-da,
Strawberry Hall
3 men in a
button,
tub.
so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a
was
pub.
done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
It did contradict what we knew about the building.
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the 2 houses and the 2 towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
I keep playing with the slinky, but I keep accidentally let going.
Yeah, I know, you really... you're
My
really...
ADHD at its finest.
You're really destructive with my room. Like, every single time we record and then you leave, I have to, like, clean everything up.
But I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I tried playing with the same things.
Yeah, I know.
It would have been
Just
a
a
major
very big,
inconvenience.
destructive person. I walk into a room. Hey guys, how you doing? Trip.
Jeez.
Oh, did I tell you what happened at work?
No.
Okay, so story time with Ryan. I'm sitting at my desk. I'm working on the GPSs.
Yeah.
And I had to put some in a box. And so I lean in my chair, put them in a box. My fan wasn't working that well, so I get up to try and go with the fan. I lean back to try and get up. The chair breaks, slips out from under me, and my 350 plus body lands on my shoulders.
Oof.
Yeah, I had to deal with that for the other half of the day.
That probably hurt, yeah.
You just, the freaking chair looked like a piece of modern art.
Oh, jeez.
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
They're strongly connected as in it is the weapon.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Sonia!
Oh.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
No, you didn't!
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Okay.
But does this reflect reality?
I mean, we already know this.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left.
I already
when your
know the
back
answer
is
to this.
the
I
elevator.
gave him the answer.
Right.
I gave him an
Which
answer because
means the houses
a
are
reward.
on exact
Thank you.
opposite
The
sides
reward
of
for
the
getting
tower.
so much right.
Yeah.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Sonia.
I agree. What does this mean?
We already have the evidence to prove it!
Yeah, let's just do the thing.
The person that you keep bad-mouthing, Sonia, is the person that's going to shut Gundam up!
Right. When back, blah, blah, blah.
Technically, Nagito don't do it, but you know, it's Kazuichi that actually did the thing.
Right, yeah. How can I break through this contradiction?
Easily!
Kazuichi's account.
I hope it's the first juice bullet. Damn it!
Here you go. Kazuichi, okay. There we go.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
Yes.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Okay.
There!
Wait,
However,
that's right,
at
though.
both houses,
I mean, it does.
if the
move.
contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Maybe this.
Says the elevator moves
The
vertically.
two houses are connected...
The elevator should move.
Kazuichi's account.
Vertically, not
Yeah.
horizontally.
I'm on Kazuichi.
There!
However, at both houses,
Yes! That! Point! Yes!
But I mean, it moves both vertically and
the
horizontally.
towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
Oh, but...
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
See! I was right!
I mean, you were okay,
The two
but
houses
hear
are
me out.
connected.
The elevator
It's
should
not
move.
wrong, technically.
Vertically, not horizontally.
It's not wrong, technically.
It's
No,
technically
that's
moving
wrong.
horizontally at an angle.
I mean, I guess.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
See, just moving vertically, which means it is moving vertically, but also moving somewhere else as well.
It's moving horizontally and vertically. It's
At
going
the
up
same
a
time.
slope.
Ah.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Does
Right?
Does he just have that weapon in his pocket
It's
now?
pretty strange.
Yes.
From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
A degree.
As the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side, which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
It is a rail elevator.
Yeah.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement
We are in an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
He's a bear!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin
But the
with.
person you're being controlled by is human.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
Although that is interesting.
You were controlled at first by a human.
Right. Well, I mean, he still is.
Kinda.
I don't... What do you mean by that?
I mean, he could just be an AI. We know that AIs exist that can think by themselves.
I guess because of alter ego.
Yeah.
I was assuming this is like another member of the Ultimate Despair.
Maybe.
Juko's dead and all that.
Spoiler alert. It's
Well, it's in the first game. You had to
It's
have...
Makoto.
No.
No, it's a joke. That was a joke.
I was actually joking with Johnny that what if Makoto was Monami?
Yeah, just him saying the voices.
Yeah.
It's a heart-pounding school trip. He goes away just like...
Right. It's like I have to give everyone hope somehow.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the power?
Akane!
Huh?
Quit
You still
using
don't
your
know what
brain
the
power
weapon
in your
is yet?
tits!
It's what I found
And
in
use
the
your
ocean, you know?
brain power in your head!
What does that even mean?
What is
Boobs
the
are enormous.
octagon? I
Yeah,
haven't heard about
and
that.
what's your point, Ryan?
I think that's where her brain power goes.
I don't know that that's how that works. I mean, okay.
Well, think about it.
Well, think about this.
Well, hold on.
Think about
let
this.
me.
Hold on.
No.
No.
You let me explain my reasoning.
Okay, fine. Go on, and then I'll
When
contradict you.
It's when people are handicapped, their upper body gets stronger because of it. When people get blinded, their other senses are boosted to make up for this fact.
Okay.
So, wouldn't it make sense that if she doesn't use her brain, it goes somewhere else?
No. And also, If that's the case, explain Chiaki!
Simple! Simple! All her energy goes into her breast. That's why she's so sleepy!
What? That doesn't make any sense! Okay, whatever.
I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Thank you, Nagito!
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Yep. What an octagon means is a 8-sided shape.
I see.
I think it has 5 sides.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't
Ding,
expect
ding,
you to know
ding!
that.
What do you mean you didn't expect me to know that? That's common! That's like 5th grade math!
No! That is 3rd grade math!
Yeah.
I learned that in 3rd grade! No! I learned that in 2nd grade!
I
learned my
in
shapes in 2nd grade! Why? Because my grandma was obsessed with making me learn! Like literally, I was in kindergarten. I was the only kid who knew how to read. Whenever we had story time, I'd be the one to read the book.
Want to know a funny story? Apparently when my parents first had me, this is what my parents told me, or at least my mom, she was worried, like when I was born, you know, and obviously I'm a boy.
Yeah.
She was worried that I might have some like struggles in school or something. I don't know. It seems kind of sexist when you think about it, but she was like, oh no, it's a boy. I hope that he, you know, doesn't have trouble in school or whatever. But then it turns out that like I was like the one who could read the fastest out of my entire class. Like I was learning ahead of everyone else. Like,
okay, that was the same thing with me and my dad in football. Like my dad would always make me play football, and I hated it. Like even throughout school, I played football because he's just like, okay, let's go get you signed up. And I'm just like, can I not? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. So senior year, we did Beauty and the Beast as a musical, and that was the only reason I didn't play football that year.
I see.
And I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Why? Because Beauty and the Beast was an amazing show. Not to mention I got to sleep in class.
I often wonder if I should have.
Okay, can I tell you, like, you know, during like the last week before the show, it's Hell Week, and we stay like until like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we the people in the show were also in the class company, and so we all walked in. We're exhausted. The doc, like, the doc walked up, just like, do you guys really want to learn? Just like, can we sleep? Yeah. You know what? Go out into the stage, find yourself a place, and nap.
Nice. We
literally spent the entire class napping. And then we got permission to use our study time for napping.
Nice.
Which made it even better considering Miss Babcock's class was right next to the choir class, and that was my 3rd hour class.
Very nice.
So we're just, not to mention there's a mattress underneath part of the stage because one of the characters falls off of it.
Oh god.
Falls onto the mattresses. So like, people rush there. I just took I took like a corner, put my backpack up it, put my backpack right next to it, use my backpack as sort of a makeshift pillow as my body kind of like laid against it. I'm just like, I'm fine like this. I have no problems.
Yeah.
That's what Hell Week does to people.
Benefiting the name Octagon is probably...
You have to click the edge, the top of...
Something like right here.
Yeah.
Here!
Technically that's a triangle.
Well, it's like connected.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it.
You can take out a triangle
True
and
identity
put
of
in just
octagon
one
is that
thing.
secret room.
Surprise, surprise! You got an octagon still!
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me.
At least this
the killer
blunt force trauma was
probably
interesting.
realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery.
At least it's not. At least this is the first time we
At least
got
it's
blunt force trauma, because in the first game there was like 3 cases of blunt force.
We
trauma.
technically got another case of blunt force trauma.
Did we?
Second case. Baseball bat.
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
That one was not imaginative. Just.
Yeah.
And then thought of a
Leon
way
would
to
be
kill
proud.
making use of the building structure.
Oh my god,
The
hold on.
funhouse itself is the weapon.
mind.
So
Okay.
they kill
Because
using
at least
the
we got like
building structure?
hanging in freaking. At least we got strangulation in there.
Yeah.
Not to mention a slit fucking throat.
Yeah.
And then we got meat execution, which was horrible.
Yeah, like fucking. It was the lamest one.
It's just the fucking what?
It was lame, but yeah.
That's
Did
why
you
the
not
killer
think of
tried to
anything
keep
else?
us from
Like-
learning the mystery of the building.
Never be under surgery with no anesthetic.
Or at least let us watch her die or something. Like have like
Just
maybe
have the
her,
arm
like,
explode.
Or yeah, that. Or like maybe once she gets to space, like have her like start to float off in 0 gravity and imply the fact that she's like suffocating or whatever. I mean, you don't have to show it because I know it can be like super brutal, but at least imply it.
Right. It's just.
More importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
That's obviously a Monokuma plant.
Yeah.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Blah. Funhouse, have you read any of Ultimate Weapon?
Technically, humans are the ultimate weapon.
I mean, yeah. How did the killer use that to kill Nakamura? And who was the killer who did that?
We already know the answer.
Yeah. Alright, so we're halfway through. Cool.
Quote unquote halfway through.
Wow. I mean, I'm assuming there's not much left to do. Because we kind of already solved everything. For the
Pretty
most
much.
part.
Hiya!
Hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami.
What? I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Can we just say it in our normal voices? Like, whenever we get to this part, just as less energy as possible.
Yeah.
No, like robot voices, like monotone.
But like still kind of trying to do the voices.
Yeah.
Then let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. If new way I get hurt by a mere word.
Nah. I'm not into it.
Beep boop robot noises.
Monami, this is a serious
Staffatly.
Staffatly.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Staffatly. Huh?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, ugly, and ugly, sorry, I forgot the end there. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these words would be...
Dang, you go back to school? I am a teacher.
Ta-da! Staffatly! Fuck you.
There's a fat in there?
Okay,
Yes!
everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stupfatly.
Staffatly. Jeez.
I want to kick Monami over a freaking field goal.
Monami.
Yeah.
Not Monokuma.
Mostly because I can't stand her attitude.
Oh,
Hello. I hope your day is well.
There's
I'm
a character in
trying to force myself
V3,
to be more energetic,
but like,
or else
that's
my
kind of like
mental
her.
state won't be able
She's
to
always
keep up.
smiling and stuff, and I hate it. It's
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
yes, we're very...
I always drain
And
his
just
batteries.
like I say each time,
My
don't
social
forget to
batteries.
say
Yep.
frequently.
That's just because I'm an introvert and my batteries die pretty quickly.
I'm an extrovert, and my batteries are always on.
I can tell.
I never
You want to know what I did?
the funhouse itself to be the
Last
ultimate
week,
weapon.
they were having a sale
Uh-huh.
on the PlayStation Network.
Uh-huh.
I got Psychonauts for $1.50.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have Psychonauts on Steam. But you know, I could technically Let's Play it at any time.
Ooh, I love Psychonauts.
You want to Let's Play Psychonauts?
Yeah! But do we want to 100% it? Well,
Yes.
when I say 100% it, all vaults,
Mm-hmm.
all all mental cobwebs,
Yes.
all figments,
Yes.
and what was the last one?
Level ups or whatever.
No, it was in each
Emotional
level there's
baggage.
yeah, baggage. Not to mention every brain,
Yeah.
all the scavenger hunt items,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to murder whatever comes our way.
I mean, okay.
I'm talking about the animals in the forest.
I don't know. I never actually completed Psychonauts. I played it a little bit, but I never...
Giant gators there.
But yeah, so, I mean, who do you think I am? Dude, I 100% games. So yeah, we would be 100%ing it.
Just like, I know we could technically finish it right now, but we still have to get this one fragment!
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Okay.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yeah.
Yes!
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure.
This is a
Who's
really
Nekomaru's murderer?
weapon. It's just this random, like, flattened SpongeBob pillow. Just wheeling it around like a flail. I actually hit myself in the face and it kind of hurt.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at the fact that it kind of looked like a ball sack the way you're holding it.
Nah, if anything, it looks more like a...
Yeah, it looks like a... Oh, I guess it kind of looks like a butt.
Yeah, I'm talking about a vagina.
Oh. Well, okay then. I don't know, man.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
I'm glad that...
said it, you know.
Very, very mature people we are.
I'm glad that, that we actually can't be monetized, because if we could, then we would definitely be demonetized all the time.
Do we care about monetization? Not really. We all have jobs.
Yeah, that's true. I wish I could make money on the side with YouTube, but it's
Technically
not.
we kind of can, but like a cent.
Not anymore. I can't even let they.
Oh.
Yeah, like I have to have at least 1,000 subscribers before they can let me monetize my videos. Yeah. I'm like 700 away still. Or actually, I'm more close to 600 away. I think I'm actually close to 400 right now.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Oh, damn.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
It's situational.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires.
That's
Even
true.
one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything.
Akane!
Akane!
Priorities! Priorities!
I swear to God.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or
Anyway,
not. Serious.
if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Yeah, I already figured this out.
Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Long force trauma. Let's move on.
Right. Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly aimed and being sentenced with a
Head.
blood object. And he was beaten with a blah 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 blah. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death? That utilized...
Falling!
I see!
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Yep.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up.
Oh my
You
God!
don't know them.
It's in front of them! He told us his Achilles heel!
Right.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
I think you
No.
like
Gundam. There's wire. We haven't even talked about the wire.
Right.
The wire that's like in a mini, like, Ibuki loop. Like...
Oh jeez. No, why'd you even have to say that?
But my gut is going crazy
Terrible.
right
Awful.
I guess Nekomaru wanted to hang out like a Ibuki.
Fucking hell. Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer extract Nekomaru from? I'm gonna reach a two-handed citizen and you see what mystery next. Okay, I'm guessing it's with the wire.
I think it may be the wire.
Yeah. Their wire's not here. Broken doorknob?
Maybe.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Let's look through all of them real quick.
You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Let's hear what this is first.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this?
Yeah.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator,
Oh wait, sleep mode!
they move the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor
Is
and
sleep
make
mode
use
more
of
of
the
them?
drop.
Hold on. Did you
Good night,
forget the
Lightning.
elevator has
Yeah.
a sensor? As long as there's a moving
There!
object
There!
inside.
There!
No, that's right.
Yes!
There we go.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have
this
just
is what
moved
it's like.
along with it.
Yeah.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted.
Damn! Everyone's jumping on Kazuichi today.
Silence, pest.
Oh! Sonya!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Call him a pig.
I thought you were saying that to Chiaki. Oh. Why is everyone being mean to him? Like,
He's basically the comic relief. I mean, look at that face.
I know I said I wanted him to die, but like, damn, I wasn't like beating him down. I just didn't want to do his voice anymore. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru isn't still inside it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what could it be? The wire!
Another non-stop debate. Hey,
It's the first one!
It's literally the first one.
Hooray!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Not that one.
Yeah.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Nope.
I'm just getting all the...
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor
There!
seems suspicious.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Good
Woo!
sense.
Look! Fuyuhiko's a smart boy!
Yay, Fuyuhiko!
You are Fuyuhiko incarnate.
Scrape marks on it?
You know what? I like Fuyuhiko now. We should hang out with him.
Yeah! We should aggro him.
Yes.
Been where it got
Although
scraped by
there's only
the
like
wire.
2 chapters left, so like, can we even get his full the story?
I mean, if we got Nagito's flow, we had enough time for one.
I guess.
We had 5 free time events the last time.
Yeah, but how many? The free time events we get less free time events as more chapters, right?
No, we've had the same amount.
Oh, have we?
We
Okay.
just kind of use it. We just kind of use our free time for these events that have nothing to do with being friends with anyone. We don't get any hope fragments from them. They're just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop
I'm having Ibuki flashbacks.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right.
You
He
don't
was suspended in midair.
not say.
Yeah.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Mekamaru in midair.
I like Nekomaru's sleep mode. The freaking bubble.
Right.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Oh, jeez.
Kinda like...
Well, he's not well hung anymore because he doesn't have that part anymore. He's a robot.
He could have a removable one.
You better not finish that sentence!
Maybe like Kazuichi.
The
We don't
killer
know.
took advantage of the elevator's
Could you imagine?
Only the floor.
Could you imagine Kazuichi just having?
I know they're like trying to censor themselves in this game, but I know in V3 they just like throw all the censorship out.
Yeah, in V3 they just kind of throw the censorship out. They're just like, huh? What are we supposed to do now? Like, okay, in you know that scene where Mikon is Spread Eagle?
Yeah.
Apparently in the Japanese version,
The plate wasn't there.
oh yeah, you told me that.
No, you told me that.
No, that was Milo told us that.
Milo told us that, yes.
But like,
But
yeah, in V3, you just get a full scene of a person in underwear. You just, yeah.
Well, that's not even what I'm talking about. Like they're refusing to even say things. But like, I know one thing from V3, and that's someone calls someone else a cum dumpster.
Yep.
Like what the?
Not to mention a bitchlet.
Like just the censorship is gone.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking genius. You're fucking nuts. Oh my god, you actually said something smart.
Too easy.
Oh, Kazuichi.
Damn it, Kazuichi.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
I think
what?
the timer is...
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that...
Oh, yeah.
How do you get him
Hey!
to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Battle showdown.
Hey, the timer.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a walk, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
You're out of cuts.
There's no way they could do that.
Oh, shit.
You gotta be smart, Nick.
I didn't realize I had so little cuts.
Okay. Just wait. Okay.
Even if they
One,
suspended
two, three, now.
How would they make him fall?
1, 2, 3, now.
There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Okay. Advance.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his
That's
own?
Oh, shit. I don't go back, do I? Okay.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep
There.
mode, right?
Allow me to cut through
You
those
should have
words.
just let that one thing
Yeah.
go. But
Oh, well.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
This is probably...
He has an
Kazuichi!
alarm inside
You
his body.
literally
As long as
opened
it
his
worked,
chest
it
to
would
find
activate
a
his
fucking
sleep
clock!
Yeah.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
I think I would just stay still.
if something like that happened to you, you would start
I'd probably just
panicking
go
a
like
lot.
this. I'd probably move my head, but I wouldn't move my body.
Instinctively,
I don't know,
your body
like,
would
in
start
the
moving.
heat of the moment, you can't always
Nekomaru
predict what
probably
you'll do.
did
Yeah,
exactly
true.
that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob.
No, they're not!
They're like in the middle.
Maybe the wire moved.
Nekomaru
Maybe.
didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
I really didn't expect the camera to come off. The reason that I even have it off was because... Yeah. That's really what it was. Then that's the clue Nekomaru left us for
I
us to
see.
find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Miss Sonia!
I was the one who said
Kazuichi! Hajime don't want...
Pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
I'm glad that you're able to come to terms with this, Kazuichi.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Jeez, little fucking
If
Louise.
I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Fucking
Now he's into it.
hell. Jeez.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Oh.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
Thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the
Oh my god.
The moment Nekomaru fell on the floor, there's only one thing I can think of that happened to
He
him.
collided with the cola and came out of his eyes.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was
Technically, you were
totally
half right.
Yeah.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that,
Oh,
or if it was just a coincidence.
I didn't even know you were down there. I'm sorry.
He accidentally kicked the kitty.
Oh my goodness. She's been
Hit the baby.
At this point,
nesting
it
down
is
there.
quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible, because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body
Yeah.
there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Not
How were
really.
you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand? Seriously, just one after another. But I can't joke up at a time like this. Still more, and we have reached the truth. There should be definitely a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
Yes, there is!
Yeah.
The clocks.
Okay, we're
Oh, hold on,
Good
hold on.
night, you can go. Wall clock. Wall clock or radio clock?
Hold on.
We headed for Grape Tower
It's radio.
before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the...
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
Fuck you. Nice.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks
Must
at the
resist
same time
urge
displayed.
to maim.
Right.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
You're a human too.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Jesus,
Never
Gundam.
misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
How about hamster food?
This time-related contradiction. I don't
Ooh,
think I should doubt.
I think-
these. I should doubt the clock. There's a mistake. I was thinking. What? Perhaps we will
Ooh,
look something.
hold on. I think this is a logic dive.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, it is a logic dive.
Nice. Okay.
James gave it. Fuck.
Yeah.
One.
Go. Okay. Oh wait, I can boost. Wait, no, that's just holding out. Oh fuck. Okay.
you were so caught up in everything.
Yeah, I was figuring out if the okay. Question number 1.
What the hell do you mean? The time in the building.
No.
Nick!
I need to stop. I'm not. This is
Just
not-
wait.
Oh wait.
Yeah, the red. Go to the red.
Oh, I thought it was forcing me on the yellow.
No.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
What kind of weird laugh was that I just did? Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck.
Hachime is like, oh no, I'm gonna die!
Inside my brain. Question 2. What
Body
was I
engine.
tampered with?
No, the building's clocks.
Fuck.
We have to take a point of damage for that.
That's fine, as long as I don't get a wrong answer.
Yeah. I mean, they do the same thing. You just fall off.
Would it?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. I thought it would like mark it as the right thing, then I would have to do it over or something.
No. Because there's only one path that has a thing.
It's only one path that actually leads to like...
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
Each
that.
both houses.
Let me look at them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do just fall off.
Yeah,
Okay.
see?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Technically, you can get the answer if you just, like, rode the rails.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
That's kind of disappointing though. I thought that makes it too easy.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building.
It's still
Isn't
fun.
that right for you,
Yeah.
Nico?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks
Yeah,
inside the building,
that's why I like
no
this
way you'd have
murder.
noticed it.
Yeah.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
And that's why there was no Monokuma announcements.
Right.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
2 hours!
She's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify how much time was when it messed with the clock. Definitely next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I think... Ooh, Fujihiko.
Okay.
Maybe. I think so. Let's see.
If the time in the building...
Can I pause? Yeah, okay. I can check. Oh, that's convenient. Apparently Fujihiko saw Nekomaru walking towards the first floor at 5 a.m. And because he has a radio clock, he knows exactly what time it is.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Oh yeah, that sound. Akane!
That's
It
it?
would have been a
What?
great clue.
That would have been it! Akane!
Oh,
Or a scream.
Okay.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
Just wait.
Okay. So
Okay, fast forward
If
to
the time in the building, we
her
can only
sound
rely.
call.
The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that
If only I
There.
heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
Thank you, Hun Bun.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well,
You don't
a huge body
say.
fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House.
And that's the nail in the coffin.
What is it,
Yeah.
Sonia?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
And you shouldn't have either, Gundam.
Huh?
Or
You
Jackie.
probably didn't hear it because you were
Or- yeah.
sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
And then you went up to Hajime trying to eat his face.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
That Robin sound was heard at 5:30 a.m. It's like
2 hours.
boop, boop.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of
So
time?
the
The
freaking
reason
Kevin
is
by
obvious.
himself.
So
Yeah.
they could lure out just Nekomaru.
We were out only next
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
What was the thing that happened
the
every
killer's
day, no
plan
matter
was a
what?
Splendid success. That's all it needs.
Monokuma Taichi.
Yeah.
Besides messing with the time, you could also use it for the same thing. They're trying to look it out. Okay, yeah.
I see.
Massage time? That was one of them?
That's it.
Massage
The killer
time!
made the Monokuma
I
Taichi
would
activity in the
itch
morning.
you. With
How
electricity.
did they
Yes.
use it?
For some reason, whenever I hear that, all I can think of is that,
every morning at 7
like,
a.m.
Mega
for
Man
activity,
Starbomb song.
well...
Maybe she likes sharks from a Lackman beans. Okay, burn my fireballs.
So, it's no secret to anyone watching me that I'm a furry. So, that being said, sometimes I see furry porn, obviously. And things that I never really understood is, like, with stuff involving, like, Pikachus or, like, Raichus or whatever, they, like, add electricity to their dick or whatever, and it supposedly makes it feel better, but I never understood
It's like vibration, basically.
I would feel like I would think that it would hurt, like, getting it shocked.
No. A light voltage is basically just, like, muscle stimulation.
I mean, I guess.
It's basically like vibration. Like, okay. Perfect example. There was a game at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Okay.
What it was is it was a pole.
Mm-hmm.
You picked a power out wattage, and your goal was to hold on to that pole for as long as possible while it vibrated like hell, and it felt like you were getting shocked.
But you weren't actually.
No.
Okay.
It's vibration. Like that's basically like the electricity stimulates inside your body,
Gotcha.
and it causes a feeling of stimulation.
I'm okay. Yeah. I don't really understand it, but
it's like those.
But if they
It's like
mess
those
with
little
all the
pads you
clocks
put on their
inside
chest
the
to get
building,
themselves toner.
What would that do to us?
I don't understand that either, but yeah.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
Well, technically he would be late if it was already 7.
So it was around 7.
Yeah, true.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Yeah, everyone is late.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something
Tripping
like
over
that.
your own fault.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Okay.
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Always. You act like you've known each other your entire lives.
Let's just ignore
Did you imagine that was freaking
Now that we've found out how
freaking
the killer
Makoto
lured
too?
Nekomaru,
Yeah.
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin'
I
liar!
already know who it is.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what
Oh,
Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not
You're
have an
talking about,
alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Nagito. But... Not
But that's like an that's like the opposite. Your way of thinking is backwards.
Yeah, that actually proves that he's innocent.
Yeah.
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Because two other people didn't hear it either.
Right.
Nagito!
But I really want to select Gundam.
No.
Damn, okay, I have to select Nagito.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
What?
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange?
Chiaki didn't hear it
everyone else heard
either.
it.
I mean, Chiaki, are you gonna say anything? Chiaki?
Just wait.
Here we go.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
Oh, wait,
sure
do we
you
have to do a
figured it
freaking Hangman Gambit?
Oh no, do we?
Oh, do we have to spell deluxe room?
Let's figure it. What do these have in common? Could it be all this? Yeah.
Oh my god, we do!
Shit, okay. Deluxe room?
Yeah,
Okay.
deluxe rooms.
Plural. Plural. Well, at least they give us a D right away.
Ah!
Fuck you. What are you doing? Why do you want pets all of a sudden? Keep that around. Give me an E. Give me an E. Give me an E. Or at least
Let's
another
get rid of
L.
the X.
I'm gonna get rid of the L because it's not. It was about to blow up and I was gonna. There's an E.
But you needed the L.
Yeah, I know, but it was gonna disappear.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was flashing.
Oh.
Yeah, just like the X is flashing. Wait.
Just hit it!
Wrong one.
Yep.
I really wish I could have had that X.
We're probably gonna give us another one.
Yeah.
Like I thought. Now we need another E. Give us an R.
Give us, O.
Give us double O. 007. M. Oh, that S is about to disappear.
Yeah.
Right when the M appears.
Of course. Fuck. That's bullshit.
That was the S.
That's fine.
We still win.
Yeah.
I think out of all of them, we're probably still
Nagito,
gonna get
Sonia,
an
and Chiaki.
Yeah.
The three of
we
you were staying
did
in the
really
deluxe
bad on that
rooms,
one
right?
part.
A. Yeah.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Blah blah, but listen to my human just say about the rooms again.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound
I
insulation.
think now you choose.
You actually
Now we do
noticed
that.
that.
Yeah.
Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent?
I like how they saved it for last, but I noticed it right away.
Right.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
I knew right who was
Hold
dead.
on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Akane!
Why?
Take the brain power out of your
That
tits!
fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru.
Murder.
Murdered. Boom.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Huh? Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some
Technically,
sort
he
of
has his
explanation,
answers, so...
right?
Yeah.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
Oh yeah, he was. If Fuyuhiko saw him.
After
Stayed
you
at
saw
the lounge.
Nekomaru heading to
Yeah.
the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
And the
Until the
you have to
moment that
cross the
alarm
lounge
started
into the
ringing.
deluxe rooms.
Right?
Right.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
You did it, Fuyuhiko. You inadvertently
So
saved
the
day.
killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
You couldn't have like snuck past them while they were distracted.
Not really.
Yeah.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself and my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
Okay,
The soundproof
that's
system
not
here
how that
may as well
works.
not exist.
Right.
Not when
that
eight of
argument?
the ears are in the same level.
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now
Oh no,
commence.
he's cracking.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right, that's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Yeah.
And
Technically.
yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious.
Oh my
that
god,
Gundam is the
Nagito said
killer.
something smart.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec.
Well, howdy, mate.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well,
but
let's just leave that part for
anything.
later. And finish this opening act.
Well, I mean, I know he did, but I don't know what it is, because the game refused to tell me.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st
You went through the
floor.
final bedroom or something?
From
No.
there, after
Oh, you have
returning
to
to
prove.
Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went
This
off.
is the
Correct.
Naito... the
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Something obviously wrong, but that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. And this is Naruto. What?
What? Hold on.
It's not here. Oh, well. Hold on. It's time for next time anyway.
Let's look over the... I'm talking about like the...
The tree bullets?
I was talking about the panels.
Panels?
You know, let the scene play out all the way to the end, and then we find it. That's not...
I know it's not there, but... Well, we should do this in the next episode, though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. See you guys next time.
Bye!